All right. So, first things first that I want to talk about right off the bat, Jujutsu
Mhm.
Kaisen, because we have not
Right.
talked about it since it started airing, and I believe you said that you were reading the manga. Am I right?
Yeah,
Like you
I
read it
was
through?
caught up like a month or two ago, so I don't know. I don't know any recent updates, but I'm definitely through what they've shown in the anime. Also, this weekend I watched the Zero, which is really good.
So good. That movie is hard to like recommend because it's really good, but it does feel like what it is, which is essentially like a full storyline crammed into a movie. So it's kind of like a highlight reel
Right. It
where
it
it's
just felt
like you
like
meet him,
four
boom,
episodes.
origins, and it's like boom, this is blah, blah, and it's like they kind of just
I,
kind of like
it
bounce through
was
it, like montage of him
Yeah, it was
training, blah blah blah.
super jarring. It was super jarring of him being like, I don't know what Jujutsu sorcery is. To I'm a fucking god. I
Yeah,
am on the same level as this guy who other people can't be.
which is crazy because like going back to like season one, they hype him up so much too. Like, oh, what's his name? The guy who's like Tojo? Is it the guy who claps?
Yeah.
The one who claps. he or is it
We know what
Toto?
he's clapping.
Oh, he definitely
Todo.
is.
Yeah. I just agreed with you because I couldn't remember. That's on me.
Yeah, Toto. Yeah, my dude was
He
like
was, and
hyping him
it
up.
was so funny in the movie. He was in there for 1 second. He was like, "We gotta kick these guys' asses because there's a Christmas special with the idol. I gotta go. I gotta
Yeah.
make it."
But like that shows like how much he was actually insane. And I want to see more of him because like obviously he just got better after the movie. Now he's like gone,
Yeah.
but like he was
Well,
with the
that's the
school
thing. I want to
enough.
see all of the side characters. They all get like a moment, and I was
Yeah.
like, I want more. I want more than that. I want so much more than that.
I saw this one clip of the guy who like says the words to like do stuff to activate curses. They're like, I don't understand why he's never just said like shit your pants. Cause like that can't put that much
I
strain in your
saw
throat.
that. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
like that's a game
But
ender
like,
right there. Like they are stopping. They are not going any further than that. If you tell them to shit their pants, they're done for. And if they do keep fighting while they shit their pants, they're truly demonic. That is an
dude.
evil that we cannot defeat.
Yeah.
They're done for. But anyway, so I watched through
Anywho.
season 2 so far. I think they're like on a break, and I think the next episode will basically be out in like September 1st or something like that, or like right at the beginning of
Okay.
September.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And let me tell you, this season was already kind of wild. Like it was just so like so much fun in games, and I knew where it was going to because it was like a prequel, so like you already knew that the other guy was gonna kind of lose it. I don't know. For a person who this is the first time experiencing it, it was very unique in the sense that like first of all, jaw dropping moment. That girl got domed with with Toji just shooting her. That was instant. Did you watch that episode?
No, but I know it happens.
But like still seeing it in the movie or in the
Mm-hmm.
show, it has to feel different than the manga because there's a moment where he's like reaching out for hands and you hear like the your stereotypical like romance anime music pop up for a second, and it's so like it's like you know what, I do want to go with you, I do want to be free, and he just extends his hand out so like perfectly, and then the craziest moment is when they do it all in slow motion. So she gets domed, and then she gets domed, and then the other guy Geto is just like standing there, and you see him slowly reacting to it. Like
Oh my
it's not
god.
right away. It's not like oh yeah, like yeah, it just happened. Like you see him like start to realize what just happened. There, I'll blow
Right.
this up for
Right.
you. Look at his face.
Blink.
He's like so smiling, and he's just like, well, oh wait, what? Oh this skipped past it. No, I feel like the other one was
Bummer.
more. It showed it more where it was like, isn't it? This too. What?
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. You see the jump though, but in I think in the show it's actually
Right.
like you see it slowly fade away. Look at that. Look at his eyes wide. It's nuts,
Right. He's just
dude.
like, holy shit.
Oh my god. And the way that Toji just absolutely murked Gojo the first time he saw him.
Mm-hmm.
Holy, that is nuts. This season so far, from my perspective, was very much like surprising because first of all, Geto wasn't like the main antagonist, and like just like a good villain, you don't see him entirely wrong. Like you know you could tell that he just like kind of lost hope, and you know he went down the bad path, but he's also not like he's not just an insane person, right? He's not like a Joker character where he's like, oh my
Right.
god, he like actually just lost his marbles and he's going. He's like like he almost like you could see in his face that he almost feels like he got this kind of peace when he accepted what he wanted to do. Like he was so depressed, and he was like, you know what? I'm just gonna kill everybody. And then he's just like,
And
that's not
like
bad.
even watching the movie, he's like calling everybody monkey.
Yeah,
It's like I was like at that point I was like, whoa. He's not lost it, but he really does not respect fucking
that's basically what it
anybody.
is. He's not like
But it's like he like made his point of like, I care about all of you. I want all of you to live, but everybody else has to die because this sucks ass.
yeah. He's not like vengeful at all. He's not like angry. He's just like, no, like our life would be better if they were gone. Like he's like that's just like he sees it as like fact. He's like, oh yeah, like if we just do this, we'll be good. Like 'cause if we just get rid of them, we'll be fine. And so, since you watched that movie, I like rewatched the part where Gojo meets Geto. Because like so in the first season, they think that he's dead, correct? I'm pretty sure that's like the whole situation. And so I like that part where he like goes up to him and he's like, wow, I can't believe you like let me hang with these like 3 students. And he was like, it was like, there's no way you're killing these 3 sorcerers. Like he's like he knows as much as like Gojo like hates him and wants him to die, he's also like, I know your character. Like I know that you're not doing this. Like you're not stupid enough to just be like, I'm gonna kill these.
They even
students.
like it's like he told him he was his best friend.
Yeah.
And that was like it's like the most extreme case of agree to disagree.
Yeah.
Like ever possible. It's like I want everybody to die, and then Gojo's like, nah, but I'll let you just hang out until he started fucking with his buddies.
Yeah. And that's why like I thought that he was gonna be like it was gonna be your origin story of like something very sad happening, which something did, obviously. But and then him just like spiral out of control and just go insane. But it wasn't like that. Like I said, he's very calm, collected, and just being like depressed because he felt like there was no answer. And then when he finally found the answer, he was like that he started smiling again. Like he was so sad and he was so like, I don't know, just gone as a person. But then like once he found out the answer, he was like, all right, I think we're good. I think we're gonna make it through as long as we kill every single human. Oh my god, but Toji's character also dope. He was one of the coolest, quickest antagonists I've ever seen, and I don't know if there's gonna be a situation where he might interact again later on in the show.
I mean,
I feel like I saw something.
What's his name's dad? What's his name?
Megumi.
Yeah. And it's oh my god, where he was like, "Hey, so how's your son?" And he's just like, "Who? Huh?
Yeah.
What?" I'm like, what? That's like just establishes what a piece of shit he is.
Well, so I saw a lot of stuff like explaining that he did love his son, but he also kind of just like lost it when he lost his wife, right? And so the only reason he was like depressed at the end was because he like let his son go with the clan that he hated. And so that's why he was like at the end going like, yo, Gojo, I got this kid. Don't let him go with them. And I think like he was depressed at the end of it because he was like, because he did hate that clan and he wanted to like kill all of them. And that's why he was like so determined to be like, yeah, look, even a normal human like me can destroy you. And then like after he was done and he realized that was the end of the road, he was like, damn, I really let my son go with the clan. That's crazy. And it's like, Gojo, can you help, please? Gojo, can you stop? Dude, but my funniest thing is Gojo's face when he met Megumi. Oh my god, Megumi. God, why do I keep saying it like that? It's the funniest face I've ever seen. Have you seen it? Look at this face. Look at his face. This is like what's it called? Him just like right after he's done fight, not like immediately after, but like he fought Toji and the guy who almost killed him. And then he sees his son and his face is like, holy shit, you are his son. It's like he sees him and he's like, oh my god, that's you.
It's like the Pikachu reaction.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
Oh my god, I love this show. Did you ever see that TikTok? I don't know if I sent you it, but it was a TikTok of this girl talking about like, dog, I don't know what's going on in Jujutsu Kaisen, and I kind of don't think that like the writers know half the time what like the abilities do.
Me. Yeah.
But I'm just here for the vibes, and I was like, that is the perfect description because like. The show just gives me vibes, man. It's just like a good vibe no matter what. Even if I'm lost, I'll be like, yeah, apparently this guy's like can do whatever. I don't know. This guy's a volcano, sure. And like and you just accept it and you move on, but you're like everything else about the show. The fighting is dope, but like I just love the vibes, the energy. When are you gonna see this Gojo face in any other show? Come on. In a serious moment when he like meets the son of the guy who he just killed. But anyway, what did you think about that part of the show? Because I guess you're pretty far, so this is like old news to you. Huh?
Well, the last thing I remember, it's like I don't remember like from there to the spoilers I'm thinking about right now, trying not to say. It's like everything between is like blocked off because my God, do I have spoilers for
I've
so
heard
much stuff.
Everybody who reads the manga is like, oh my God, this next one's gonna go crazy.
No, it's not even that. I didn't think it went too crazy. I just think they just took the story where it always goes, because it's this series is constantly just like, well, made you think it was going that way. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Well, you thought this was gonna happen. Actually, this thing.
So what you're saying
on the fucking wall.
So what you're saying is that it's predictable at being unpredictable, because you were
exactly,
just like it goes exactly the way that it always goes, and then you were like, and this show's known for not going the way it always goes. I was like, what? But I got you now. It's predictable at being unpredictable.
Right. It's whatever your first thought is probably not going to be the thing to happen.
But my man, either way, I love this show. I love the show so much. Like, and I convinced one of my friends to watch it. I told you about it, that I got one of my friends to watch it. He caught up so fast. I'm like, yes, finally, because he finally got to the Todo and Itadori fight with the playing guard. Oh, it's so satisfying. It's so satisfying. Like, and I don't even know if I don't know, man. I want to see more of the season with everybody. And did you see the whole thing about like? Oh, you probably didn't. But the intro to this season, it all leads to the end of the last episode that was aired, whatever, like episode 5, where like the intro starts and you see like Gojo kind of like put his head down while he's sitting down, and it like zooms out, and then it's like to shorten the explanation, it was like a long hallway how the first episode started, where it was you have to run in different directions to end the cycle, and it's supposed to be symbolic of that, where you can barely see Geto at the other side. Is it Geto or Ghetto?
I think with a T.
So I thought. Okay, yeah. So you could see him like at the opposite side of the hallway, but Gojo is not moving. Dude, we have Todo, Gojo, Toji. So fucking.
It's very confusing.
I think
he does it on purpose.
But you have like Gojo on like one side, and basically it's supposed to be like they're never gonna exit the cycle because Gojo will never abandon Geto. Basically, like that's supposed to be symbolic of that hallway from that you learn about in the first episode of the season. But then at the end of the 5th episode, after like Geto kind of just loses it, but like, he finds the answer, you see like Gojo wake up from that chair that he was like leaning over in the intro, and this is like all a dream about everything that's happened. And he actually like the last thing he does is talk to Megumi, and then he wakes up to Megumi going like, hey, Sensei, why would you call us here if you're just gonna fall asleep? And he lifts up the thing, and you can see like his eyes are a little red, like he was crying during that dream. But yeah, like so he dreamt and remembered like all of the stuff that happened, and he woke up to his new squad, and he was like all happy and everything. He's like, oh, what's up, homies? But it's like, damn, he's kind of gone through a lot, and now you know what it is. But the intro perfectly ties into the last episode. It was kind of sick, kind of dope. Kind of
that's cool.
Interesting.
I'll have to pay attention now.
Yeah,
because
I never really paid attention to it.
For me, it's always like I watch it the first couple of episodes, and then it's just like if nothing changes in the first like 30 seconds, I'm like, yeah, I'll get on my phone.
I am so fast to skip the intros, like so fast. Like
you're an intro skipper. Like I
really am,
because like they put a lot of thought into them. So like you at least gotta give them some time.
I mean, I get
you know what I mean.
So like, here's the thing. I feel like I mostly hear it when the show is going on, and I like leave the room or like go to do something while I do it, and then like I won't stop what I'm doing to skip the intro sometimes. But yeah, I will listen to it like once just to see what it is. But I'm so quick to be like like if I saw it the first episode and I'm ready for the second episode, I will skip that immediately. And I've heard people have that like hot take where it's like not hot take, but they go like if you like, but like I'm the hot take. Everybody else is like the normal. Is like if I'm watching anime with you and you reach for the remote to skip the intro, we're done. You're out of here. And I was like, damn, then I'm fucking leaving, dog. I'm done for because I will skip that so fast. I've seen it. It's fine. Like I like listening to a song outside of the show, but if I'm like on a binge, I'm not gonna stop to watch the intro every single time.
Yeah.
Especially,
Well,
I think
here's the thing though.
The thing that comes most to mind, maybe it's a little different when it's like weekly, but like a lot of the shows that I've watched are not weekly. Like I rarely keep up with animes. I will find
it's
one.
harder when you're binging for sure.
Yeah. Like I will find one and binge it. Like I found Hunter x Hunter. I'm not watching that intro every time. You think I watched 1,000 episodes of One Piece and watch that intro every single? No, hell no. I would still be watching that show if I was watching every single intro.
Okay, listen. I'll tell you the different types of intros and the ones that are like good to skip and the ones that are like you got to pay attention. So there's the ones where it has nothing to do with the story. It's just a song with a bunch of like quick flashing edits of people doing shit.
Yeah.
And that's like, you can skip, doesn't matter. Then there's the spoilery ones where they put out every single thing.
They show you the fight.
The entire season.
The whole arc is leading up to like him fighting the baddie, but in the intro they show you the entire fight. And it's like,
yeah, right. They
shit.
show like all the good stuff.
Yeah.
And then there is the ones that allude to it, and that's whatever. But then the best ones are the ones where they change it. Every time something new happens, they add something or like put in a new part. And I like to see like what the differences are, because you can like get a little bit of like you know now what happened, and you have the context to realize, hey, that's because of that. That's because of that. That I think is part of the fun. That's what
I couldn't tell you a single anime that does that, honestly. Like, I'm sure I've watched some, but I couldn't tell you a single one that I've noticed does that.
I couldn't tell you either, but that's just because I don't. Once it's through, I'll find it. I'll give you a whole
let me know. Because I'm actually, that does sound cool. But nah, I'm skipping that most of the time. I'm good. I do like the songs though. See, and that is probably a good reason why, or like a big reason why I resonate so much with like the Naruto ones, because it was like on TV when I couldn't skip it, or I was like doing stuff and I was just watching. I just had it on TV. So those I listen to all the time, and I know so many of the songs from that show. But I had no choice.
And I remember trying to talk to you about One Piece openings and how good they are, and you're like, what?
To be fair, I think One Piece has like a good amount of mid opener songs.
Some of them are
so good. I feel like there's iconic ones, but it's just because it's One Piece, because you go like, I remember this song. Like the number one song you think of when you think of like the One Piece song. But then after that, it's like,
I'll say this. In the intros, at least when I was watching, I don't know how the new ones go, but that's where you see the crew hanging out and doing like silly things together. And that I'd just sit there, and it's like a little mini episode. I'm like, oh, look at Chopper doing something cute. Look at Luffy doing something stupid. You know what I mean?
That'd be nice, like, but I'd rather have like, I like it more when I hear the dialogue of like them hanging out, and then plus the songs are like that. I was mostly talking about the songs. Like the songs themselves are like pretty mid.
I suppose so. I mean, they've gone through so many.
Yeah. Oh, okay. You know what? Let's move on to it now. We already kind of like hyped up about
smooth transition.
Yeah. We already hyped up JJK. Actually, let me finish off by saying one thing. So the second season, I think overall was very like so far really good. They did a lot. They took a lot more like artistic direction when it came to the episodes. Like, did you see the episode when they were hanging out and they went to the beach and everything?
It like cut to that pretty quick. I don't know if I missed something.
Well, I heard that's exactly how it. I heard that's exactly how it is in the manga too. Like, it felt a little jarring in the show, but in the manga, it's like the exact same thing. Where they like,
isn't that like where they find out that the lady's missing? They're like at the beach. She's like, oh, am I wrong?
Maybe I don't remember. I mean, like they find the girl when she was kidnapped, and then they're kind of like at the beach, like, oh, isn't it funny that we found you? Like, isn't it crazy that we just like freed you and we're all good now? Like, essentially, it's like, oh, that was crazy, right? When we had to free you from the people who captured you. Oh, crazy. And then they moved on and went through the montage of like do that, which I did want to. Okay, I'm sorry. We just got to continue the Gojo thing because I don't want to like move on and have to go back. I did not realize how much Toji put thought into defeating Gojo. That shit was kind of nuts. Where he like kidnapped the girl. Yeah,
you could tell he was scheming the whole time.
I know, but like still, it's. I feel like it's very easy, and maybe it's just because I'm a stupid brain sometimes. When I'm like watching show, I'm just like he fights. But like I I didn't right away put it together everything that he did, and he apparently also said it too, but I guess I just missed that. I wasn't really
Yes,
paying
yeah.
attention. But yeah, he's like, yeah, dude, I kidnapped her. So like 3 days ago, you had to activate your eyes, and your eyes have been gone for 3 days, and then you got here. And after studying your abilities too, because he watched him fight those two guys when he kidnapped them, he was like, after studying your abilities, and we got to the school, and then I called off the bounty because we're like, oh, we lost, blah, blah, blah. And then we entered school, and you were like, the bounty's done, and we reached into our safe zone. I am gonna turn off my eyes. And he's like, out of there. He's just immediately stabs him. He's like, oh shit. And I was like, damn, this dude's insane. Like he looks like a guy who could just be like a brute force dude, but he's like super smart. He like full attention to detail, going like, I am a human who's facing these sorcerers. I can't be. You can't catch me slacking, dog.
Right. That's like his advantage. Is like all the planning he does.
Yeah, and then
like if he didn't have, it's like you're playing a video game and you're like, I'm gonna use this buff and this buff and this buff and this buff. And without this, I'm completely fucking lost. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
he just keeps getting these advantages. He just piles them up and stacks them until he can just like one-shot people.
Which I'm going to say, so I don't know how it was in the manga when you read it, but in the show, I thought it was like so well done when he was fighting Gojo, when Gojo like came back and like lost his mind and he was floating. And he was ready to kill him. You know what I'm talking about, right? When he like kills Toji. When like Gojo comes back and he's like ready to fight, Toji's like getting ready to fight him. It does this thing where it goes like, it like flashes. It goes like, something's wrong. And he does this. And he like, you hear his voice narrating going like, something's wrong. But like on the outside, he's like, all right, Gojo, we're ready. Let's go. I'm ready. I'm down. But then he's like, something's not right now. And then it does all this thing. And then like goes to Gojo, like doing his purple, his brand new move that he's like never shown anybody, and he did it on him and he killed him. And then when it comes back to him, his like inner monologue, the little narration voice from him says like, I never do this, but I let my pride get to me. And like this was probably in the manga where he like probably said it to himself in the manga too, but I just thought it was so well done where he like, you hear him saying it, but like he just it flashes back and forth where he goes like, something's wrong, but then he's like, all right, let's go. And then it comes back to him and he's like, oh shit, every other time I would have said, I don't work for free, I'm not doing this, I don't need to fight you right now, and I would have just left. But right now, for some reason, I wanted to fight Gojo. Like I let my pride get to me, and I said, I want to take this guy down for my own personal things. And that's what lost. That's what made me lose. He was like, my pride just killed me right here. It's like, that's what was wrong. It's because I shouldn't have been doing this to begin with. And now I have a giant hole in my, but I don't know. I thought it was sick. I thought like it was just so well done in the anime. It was like, wow. Like you said, he always gets those buffs. He always like plans ahead, and that's what sets him apart from every other villain. But this time it was like, oh shit, I didn't do that. And now I'm dead.
Right. You didn't plan for this. You fucked up your whole plan, your whole scheme, and you just immediately die.
Yeah.
Because you're facing essentially a god.
Yeah.